You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 Live at 5 on this Christmas Eve. Here's a live look now at Bentleyville, where the lights are off for the second night in a row. Last night, the blizzard was to blame. Tonight, it's those dangerously cold temperatures. That story and more on this half hour of Live at 5. Good evening. I'm John Cardinale. Kristen is off for the holidays. Thanks for joining us. We have new details tonight regarding an apartment fire that broke out last night in Duluth's Lincoln Park neighborhood. The fire on 28th Avenue West left 3 families displaced and without many of their belongings. CBS 3's Kendall Jarbo describes what happened at the scene and what fire officials know so far.
Just 2 days before Christmas and in the middle of a blizzard, this home caught fire Wednesday night, leaving residents without a place to go. When crews arrived at the scene, they saw fire and heavy smoke. They believe the fire started in the basement, spreading to the first and second floors and the attic. 3 families were in the building when the fire broke out. Fire officials say all of them made it out safely. The Red Cross gave them food, clothing, and shelter. Duluth Assistant Fire Chief Dennis Edwards says fires that displace people are hard at any time of the year, but with Christmas right around the corner, this is one of the hardest times.
I just want to say we all from the Duluth Fire Department feel so bad for the 3 family groups that were living in this building and now have lost probably nearly everything they own and their home.
Edwards says he hopes the community can step up and support the families. The wind from Wednesday's blizzard contributed to how quickly the fire spread. The exact cause of the fire is under investigation.
That really is a sad story. Thanks, Kendall. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear from some of the residents who lost their home last night as they recount the tragic evening. Shifting gears now, we're going to check in with Dave Anderson over there. Dave, it's still windy. We could hear the wind here in the studio.
Yeah, it catches a hold of those satellite dishes just above us, and the whole place rocks and creaks like an old sailing ship. Well, those winds will stay up there for the overnight here tonight as higher pressure takes over in Minnesota and clears things up and cools things down. So we're looking at a wind chill advisory for the tip of the Minnesota Arrowhead through tomorrow morning. Actual air temperatures could go towards 10 below, and it'll feel like close to 30 below with that wind out there. Then our friends in Wisconsin and Michigan aren't quite done with yesterday's winter storm. Still a winter storm warning going on for Ashland, Iron, and Ogibbek counties here until midnight tonight. Most of the snow is done, but the wind whipping the snow around, that's why we still have to watch out. What are we watching out for on the roads? Still some scattered slippery stretches in Minnesota, and where the snow is still possible in Wisconsin and Michigan. You really have to be careful there. But our day planner for Friday, Christmas Day, says it'll be on the clearer, sunnier side, but cooler side to start. 10 below to start, but 17 above to finish, which is pretty close to normal. We'll talk about if any more snow chances are coming our way for the week ahead, coming up in just a few more minutes.
Right, perfect. Thanks, Dave. Before Bentleyville made the call this afternoon to close, volunteers were out hoping to help the show go on. They spent the morning cleaning up after last night's blizzard blew down decorations all over Bayfront Park. As CBS 3's Natalie Grant found out, what drove this group to show up in the freezing cold was to help a community favorite.
Well, since it was 2020, we knew it was going to happen.
Wednesday's blizzard did a number on the drive-through light display at Bentleyville.
All the barricades that frame the pathway that all the public drives through had all collapsed in with the high winds that are down here.
After assessing the damage, Nathan Bentley knew he needed the help from the community to pick up the pieces. He put out a call on social media asking for help, and with their boots and shovels, volunteers started digging out the display.
Look at Santa's area. There's no way little kids could even see Santa right now.
Judy Benning has been volunteering with Bentleyville for over 10 years and helped set up this year's show. She says seeing the damage was heartbreaking.
And it's so devastating, all of our work, and hopefully everything works. I don't know.
But in the end, Benning is just thankful for the people who volunteered their holiday morning.
There's so many people here helping. I think it's just wonderful.
Nathan Bentley says they hope to be back open tomorrow night. Last week, Bentleyville organizers decided to extend their season through December 31st due to the high demand. And even though we didn't see feet of snow like last year's Thanksgiving blizzard, people still spent their Christmas Eve holiday cleaning out. Many across the Twin Ports were shoveling and snowblowing tall drifts of snow out of their driveways. Last night's storm dropped about 6 inches around here. Bill Walls, who lives near UMD, says thankfully the light, fluffy snow was really easy to move.
Yeah, shoveling wasn't bad. We had 2 snow blowers, but one of them broke yesterday, or the day before or something like that when we were doing the backyard, and then the other one broke today, so we ended up shoveling most of it.
Shoveling wasn't the only activity keeping Northlanders busy. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll show you how some were taking advantage of the fresh snow. And these cold temperatures, well, they could take a toll quickly, and Duluth firefighters say the risk of frostbite and hypothermia are very real in this weather. If you feel numb, have discoloration, or you're shivering uncontrollably, you should get inside as fast as possible. Firefighters say it's also important to keep your pets safe.
Making sure that they're being taken care of, that they're being kept inside. You're not leaving them in a vehicle out in the cold. And if you are out walking your dog or you have your pet outside, that you're aware of how cold it is and that you're not leaving them outside too long, and be monitoring for things like shivering and any other signs that the animal might need to come in and get warmed up.
And if you do have to travel, make sure your car has a kit with food, water, blankets, and more in case you do get stranded. People without a home have had an especially tough time this year. Today, Chum honored 50 homeless community members in the Twin Ports who died in 2020. Usually, they hold a ceremony outside of Duluth City Hall, but because of the pandemic, it was held virtually this year.
They're all children of God, and if there's anything in preparing for this service that has dawned on me, it's that we can honor them in their death and also strive towards a better future.
If you'd like to make a donation of cold weather gear like jackets, hats, mittens, or boots, you can drop it off at Chum. They're also taking monetary donations. We have a link set up on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. This Christmas Eve, Congress is preparing for a late December showdown with President Trump after an attempt to increase direct COVID stimulus payments failed in the House. So far, the president has not signed the bill, and without it, the government could run out of money next week, and millions of Americans will lose their unemployment benefits. Skylar Henry is on Capitol Hill with that and the president's latest controversial pardons.
The chair is constrained to not entertain the request.
House Democrats' effort to increase stimulus payments from $600 to $2,000 was blocked Thursday morning by Republicans.
$600 is certainly not enough for individuals who have been struggling these past 7 months.
The move came days after President Trump put the fate of the COVID relief bill in jeopardy by demanding the higher payments after Congress had passed it. The package is attached to a larger spending bill, and without action from the president or Congress, the government could face a shutdown Monday at midnight.
I hope the president looks at this again and reaches that conclusion that the best thing to do is to sign the bill.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announced lawmakers will return Monday to vote on a standalone bill to increase the stimulus payments. They'll also try to override the president's veto of an essential defense bill.
Wednesday night, President Trump announced another round of controversial pardons. He pardoned 2 of his former 2016 campaign associates, Paul Manafort and Roger Stone. Both were prosecuted in connection to special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation of Russia's meddling in the 2016 presidential election. Manafort served around 2 years on tax and bank fraud charges, and Stone was convicted of witness tampering and lying to Congress.
Roger Stone was treated very unfairly, in my opinion.
The president also pardoned Jared Kushner's father, Charles Kushner, who pleaded guilty to witness retaliation and tax charges in 2005. Republican Senator Ben Sasse of Nebraska wrote in a statement, "This is rotten to the core."
Still to come on Live at 5, finding the best decorated holiday yards in your area, plus a successful first gift drive in Hibbing. City by City is next. Also, coming up later tonight at 6, Proctor students are learning outside this year how a 4th grade class is learning more about nature by getting outdoors.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3. CBS3 News is brought to you by Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
Thanks for the ride to practice.
How often do you play?
as often as I can. But right now, I have to shop for a Medicare plan.
Well, UCare has a range of Medicare Advantage options, with plan premium starting at $0 a month. By the way, thanks for wearing your skate guard.
It's just hard to ride with my hockey bag, you know?
Oh, trust me, I know.
Duluth Casino wants to celebrate your birthday with you all month long. Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash as a special birthday bonus.
Did you say every day?
Yes, every day of your birthday month. Stop by the Players Club or log on to FondDuluthCasino.com for all the participation details. We're celebrating your birthday all month long, so you can
have a great time out at Fond du Loup.
As a person with a disability who values living independently and being safe,
it's great to know Access North has partnered with the Minnesota Department of Health to be a covert community coordinator.
Please help us protect people with disabilities and other vulnerable Minnesotans of all ages from COVID-19.
Contact Access North Center for Independent Living, your local COVID community coordinator resource for people with disabilities.
The COVID-19 pandemic is the worst healthcare crisis of our lifetime. Hospitals, care centers, and their staff are overwhelmed, and it's getting worse. By now, we all know someone who's been affected by the virus. But there is hope. Vaccines are coming and getting closer every day. But while we wait for relief, you need to do your part. Wear a mask, wash your hands, and maintain your distance. It's for now, not forever.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Here's a live look at Spirit Mountain, where the dangerous cold forced them to shut down today. Dave Anderson will have more on those frigid temperatures in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. Finding the best Christmas displays in your neighborhood to the first ever police toy drive in Hibbing. We take a look at that and more as we bring you around the Northland city by city. Tonight we're starting things off in Grand Rapids, where if you're looking for the best light display on your block, there's a page for that. A Grand Rapids woman created a Facebook page to share where to find the best holiday light decorations across the city and surrounding areas. The page currently has 1,200 members who share photos of nearby displays. There's even an interactive map to help you find ones near you. If you'd like to check out the page, we'll have a link over on our website. And now we take you to Hibbing, where members of the police department celebrated the season by delivering gifts and food to families in need. It's the beginning of the department's soon-to-be annual Christmas drive, and officers made around 20 deliveries. Funds and gifts were collected from department members as well as area businesses. And finally, we'll finish off in Dave's hometown of Ely, where COVID-19 vaccinations have begun. Employees with the Ely Bloomington Community Hospital and the Ely Area Ambulance Service received the vaccine yesterday as part of a nationwide effort to protect first responders on the front lines of the pandemic. Senior citizens who are most vulnerable to the virus are next on the priority list to be vaccinated. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, a generous donation to the Duluth Library Foundation during the season of giving.
Well, a lot of towns started this morning near 10 below, and we're going to do it again come tomorrow morning. But by tomorrow afternoon, we could be getting back closer towards the normal of 20 above, at least for a couple of days. We'll talk about temperature trends and when our next snow chance is, coming up after our break.
Season 2 is here, y'all. And yes, I am in an eye patch. How much more, Kelly, can it
get? The
get?
Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
With over 30 years of providing the best service in the Northland, Ogston's Body and Paint has built their reputation through honesty and respect. So when bad things happen to your vehicle, trust Ogston's to make them right again.
Keeping yourself and your family safe from germs and bacteria is made easy with Cetus Ultraviolet technology for sterilization. Through time-tested ultraviolet irradiation, killing 99% of dangerous microbes is simple and effortless. UV light technology is faster and more reliable than water-based disinfectants. Now easier than ever to live germ-free. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
At Ralph Eye Care Specialists, we help your family see well. We check your child's need for glasses, and we screen for problems which are best treated early in life. We test your parents for diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma. These often have no early symptoms, so regular eye exams are important. And we care for you, providing routine and emergency care for your lifetime. Call now to schedule an appointment at Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day.
Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Vaki every Tuesday at 10. Brought to you by Iron Mining Association, Range Regional Airport, and Miners National Bank of Evelyn. Only on live, local CBS3.
Outfit your Can-Am with a plow from Duluth Lawn and Sport.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning.
And the below average trend
Thanks so much for joining us. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS3. For coverage that matters most to you, tune to CBS3. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Yesterday's blizzard has left Minnesota, but the tail end of that low pressure system is still keeping some snow going till about midnight tonight for folks on the South Shore. We'll talk more about those odds in a little bit, but we'll talk now about the snow totals that came across. And let's go into these tight here so we can eye up our favorite towns. Grand Rapids seems to be the big winner at 10 inches, with Duluth over the hill not too far behind at 8. Lake Nebagamon managed 8 inches as well. Bayfield did 6, and so did Knife River. The 5-inch rain came across down around South Range. Webster 4 inches. Same deal for Solon Springs. And for some Wisconsin towns, of course, and into the UP as well, you're not done with the snow yet because you're still looking at a winter storm warning in effect, technically at least, until midnight tonight. But hopefully for Christmas Day, things calm down everywhere. Looks pretty calm here Christmas Eve in Ely. Oh, I'm having flashbacks to Christmas Eve 1970. About a mile down that road is where I grew up. And, of course, that's the best time of year for a kid. Well, it looks like it's going to be pretty easy going up there tonight and around our region. Just a little bit cold, especially in Minnesota. Tip of the Arrowhead, Lake and Cook counties in Minnesota, looking at a wind chill advisory tonight. Actual air temperatures down around 10-15 below for a lot of places. But right now at the airport in Duluth, it's 2 below. 63% is the relative humidity. Northwesterly winds going 8 miles per hour. And our air pressure now is going back up. Yesterday it was pretty low thanks to the blizzard. Now it's creeping up to 1,020 millibars thanks to Arctic high pressure. That'll have a hold of us for a couple of days. The heart of it will be tomorrow morning. Then we do moderate just a bit. Current temps, single digits in the Upper Peninsula, above 0 at least. And a similar deal's going on here in northwestern Wisconsin. We run from 0 in Solon Springs to 9 for La Pointe. 2 below, though, Cloquet. We start to get chillier in Minnesota. Moose Lake is the warm spot at 0. Then pretty much most of the rest of the Arrowhead here, at least in the single digits below 0, though a whopping 3 above right by the lake near Grand Marais, 1 above on Park Point. Yeah, 10-15 below for Minnesota tomorrow morning, and not quite as cold, but still chilly for Wisconsin and the UP. Doppler map right now shows Minnesota on the clearer side thanks to the high pressure, but like I mentioned, the tail end of that low pressure system still is bringing a couple of snow showers here for the South Shore, and that could continue till about midnight. Really, the worst of the snow is done, but the wind is still kicking up, and that's why we still have that winter storm warning in effect then for the snow belt. Hopefully everything calms down again tomorrow, but again, it will stay on the cool side for the weekend thanks to the Arctic high pressure, at least for Saturday. Once we get towards Sunday, though, the small Alberta Clipper here could bring us a 30% chance for a little bit of light snow. Any more snow chances after that? Well, we'll fire up the forecast now and check it out. Tonight, though, Minnesota low temps anywhere from 15 below to about 3 below. Wisconsin, Michigan low temps about 0 to 10 below. South Shore snow could continue till midnight. Then tomorrow, partly cloudy, Wisconsin and Michigan. Highs near 20 above. That's pretty close to normal. Minnesota temps roughly 15 to 20 above. That's near normal with a partly cloudy sky. The snow chance on Sunday is just a slight 30%. Then it cools down again below 0 for Monday, John. And then later next week, Wednesday and Thursday, 40% chance for snow coming back again Too early to tell if it's going to be a big one or a little one, but we, of course, will keep an eye on it in case it decides to, you know, ring in the new year with another blizzard.
So we had the Thanksgiving storm last year, Christmas storm this year, maybe a New Year's storm coming up?
We're going to say maybe right now.
Right. Hopefully not.
A little less than maybe, since the chance is 40%.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Dave. In this season of giving, a Duluth staple is getting a big present. The Duluth Library Foundation received $30,000 from an anonymous donor, and the donor asks for the money to go towards buying books and adapting to future challenges. Foundation leaders were very thankful as the library has had its share of obstacles this year.
It will be added to the foundation endowment, which guarantees that next year and in all years to come, that the library will have the support it needs, the extra support it needs to make more programs, more books available to the community, and that it can continue to adapt as new challenges emerge.
For more information on how to donate to the Duluth Library Foundation, check out our website. Analysts believe Americans bought a record number of holiday gifts online this year because of the coronavirus crisis, and that's given criminals more opportunities to play the Grinch and steal those deliveries. But now, neighbors are teaming up together to stop them. Nichelle Medina reports.
A driver delivering a package is a common sight during the holidays. Unfortunately, so is this. A woman who was following the truck went on Rob Trigg's porch and took it.
It's devastating, I will tell you that, especially when you come home and you're expecting those packages to be there.
Lucky for Trigg, his next-door neighbor was watching from the window and called police. Authorities caught up with her and found a number of packages inside her car.
We have such great neighbors. We all take care of each other.
Neighbors are taking care of each other nationwide. In Northern California, Isaac Fisher has started a Porch Pirate Patrol.
Since a lot of us are working from home, including me, this is something we can do for our neighbors.
Last year, the security company Safewise estimated some 2 million packages were swiped from homes every day. And that was before the pandemic led to an increase in online shopping. So Isaac asked neighbors to step outside when they see a delivery truck.
If people see people coming out on their porch, that could be a deterrent.
It worked in New Jersey, where Jenny Schaefer saw this man reach down and pick up a package from her neighbor's porch.
I thought, not on our street. So I immediately went out the front door and onto my porch and started yelling at him.
He eventually left empty-handed. In Texas, a man was able to steal items from several homes, but quick-thinking neighbors contacted police and shared their security footage, which led to an arrest.
Well, it's good to know people are looking out for each other. And now it's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets. Today's pet comes to us from Range Regional Animal Rescue in Hibbing. And meet Bentley. He's right there on your screen. He's a 3-year-old pit mix with brown and black coloring. Bentley has had a rough go in the past, so he can be a little bit shy at first and a little bit jumpy, so it would be best for him to go to a nice, quiet home. He can be a loving companion for a future owner given enough time and patience. And if you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Bentley, then you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, National Guard pilots are once again flying after a deadly crash earlier this month.
Black Bear Casino Resort is excited to bring you Frosty Free Play. Join us every Saturday in December from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. Players Club members have the chance to win $10 in free play after earning 30 points. After earning 30 points, players swipe their Players Club card at any kiosk and win $10 in free play. Plus, you can win up to 4 times a day. That's a maximum of 4 swipes a day and a total of $40 in free play won. We can't wait to see you at the Bear every Saturday in December for Frosty Free Play. Make the Bear your place.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, this holiday season, you can celebrate knowing you look your best with Plexiderm. Lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says This one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. And I did this to my father. We were at home, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I can feel it just lifting my skin. It feels great. Looks even better.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to, like, get rid of the bags? And
Yeah, it absolutely could be a daily thing. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This holiday season is the best time to get Plexiderm for only $14.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning.
And the below average trend
Thanks
does
so much for joining us. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS3.
Your friends at Security Jewelers love the holidays a ton. We are delighted to help our customers find something for their special one. Parents, children, a spouse, or a friend. A gift from Security Jewelers says you care without end. Some gifts are large and some gifts are small. This year, more than ever, heartfelt gifts mean the most of all. It might be a watch or a shiny new ring. Trust Security Jewelers to help you find the very best thing.
Happy holidays! For coverage that matters most to you, tune to CBS3.
Some grim news as COVID-19 has played a role in nearly 80 more deaths across Minnesota. The state's overall death toll now stands at more than 4,900. There were also nearly 1,600 new cases confirmed today. Minnesota is approaching a total of 400,000 cases and over 21,000 hospitalizations since the pandemic began. Wisconsin's National Guard is flying again after pausing when one of its F-16 pilots died in a crash. The crash happened earlier this month in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Captain Durwood Hawk Jones of the Madison-based 115th Fighter Wing died when his F-16 went down during training. The 115th spokesperson says she can't share any more details about the ongoing investigation into what caused the crash.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, a powerful storm creates havoc on Christmas Eve, impacting more than 100 million Americans. What it means for your holiday. Might you see a white Christmas? Plus $2,000 checks, an update on the COVID relief bill still in limbo. And despite the pandemic, how one photographer is determined to capture those special moments between children and Santa Claus. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentialhealth.org/allofus to learn more.
For months, we've all done our best to stay safe. But to remain safe in the long run, it's up to us all to take actions that don't just slow the spread of COVID, but collectively overcome it. Like getting a test if you have any symptoms, answering if your health department calls, and wearing a mask in public spaces. We all want to regain what we love in life. To get there, we all need to go forward and do our part.
At Hannah Johnson Fabrics, we put love, creativity, and talent into everything that we make. This holiday season, check out our beautiful selection of holiday fabrics and material. Our fabulous team can help you find the perfect materials for your project. We even have perfect laser print kits for mask making. We offer online shopping, curbside pickup, and 2-day FedEx Express delivery. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and tune in for our Facebook Lives on Thursday nights. Happy holidays from all of us at Hannah Johnson Fabrics.
On the Minnesota side of life, things came up sunny but cold today over towards Wisconsin and Michigan. Bit of lake effect kept snow totals going, maybe for a few more hours, which we'll talk about at 6.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night.
It's the season for streaming and the perfect time to power up all your devices with Extreme Internet. Call today and save with prices as low as $19.99 a month for 1 year. Go dashing through your shows with amazing speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Powerful in-home Wi-Fi and 99.99% network reliability. Enjoy the gift of high-speed entertainment for as low as $19.99 a month for 1 year. Dial 844 Extreme 2.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Christmas Eve. And before we head out here, let's take a quick look at some of today's top stories and a peek at what's coming up tonight at 6. A fire on 28th Avenue West left 3 families displaced and without many of their belongings last night. Chief Dennis Edwards says fires that displace people are hard at any time of the year, but with Christmas right around the corner, this is one of the hardest times. And tonight at 6, even though we didn't see feet of snow like last year's Thanksgiving blizzard, people still spent their Christmas Eve holiday cleaning out. Shoveling wasn't the only activity keeping Northlanders busy, and coming up at 6, we'll show you how some were taking advantage of the fresh snow. And that's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next, and we'll see you back here tonight at 6.